What is good, everybody? I'm Clifford, Shockley, and welcome back to my channel. If you're hearing from me right now, then just know that these burpees today did not kill me, and I made it through. I actually finished faster than yesterday. I pushed myself a little bit, and I accomplished it. One thing I can say is, it definitely wasn't easy, but if it was easy, everybody would be out here doing 100 burpees every day. I'm sure a lot of elite athletes can knock out 100 burpees every day like it's nothing. But to your everyday folks, your average gym goers, they couldn't do something like that because it takes a certain amount of conditioning, and also it depends on the time that you're doing it in. That's the key factor, because anybody can do 100 burpees. Anybody can run 30 miles. Anybody can run 20 miles, whatever. But it's about the time. Since you have the time cap, it makes everything a little bit difficult. A little bit more difficult than anybody just saying out here, oh, I can do that. That's nothing to me. Well, let me see how fast you can do it. And don't be speeding up your videos. But anyway, definitely was a struggle today, but I completed it within like less than 13 minutes. So I improved today. And like I said, I'll be pushing myself really hard on the 15th because that's the day. It's the middle of the challenge. And I feel some of the fatigue wearing off. I scaled back my other training so that I could push myself a little bit harder when it comes to doing the burpees. Today's quote is, let's see. Before we get to the quote though, one thing I can tell you that is really hard about burpees is the breathing. If you get your breathing correct on the burpees, it makes everything so much better. What works for me is when I go down, I breathe out, and when I jump up, I inhale. So that's the rhythm pattern that I get into. And sometimes I don't even have to think. As long as I'm focused on my breathing, I can just continue to knock them out. I kind of go into another zone, and I feel like the muscle memory takes over, and I don't have to do a lot of thinking. It just kind of on autopilot at that point. So today's quote is this. Oh, before I get to the quote, try that breathing technique and see if it works for you. If it does, comment down below and let me know it worked for you. And if you got any tips that you think would help other people out when it comes to doing burpees, drop them in the comment section below. Now, on to today's quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, stay positive. Better days are on their way. That's a fact. That quote is by unknown. We don't know who put that quote out, but it's a great quote, because today might be a bad day. Tomorrow could be a bad day. But life is about balance. There's always going to be a good day that's on the way. There's always going to be a bad day that's on the way. But you got to take the good with the bad. That's life. And that's how you make it through. Like, I had that one great day where I got under 11 minutes, a PR, right? But guess what? Every day can't be like that. That's just like people that go work out in the gym, and going for PRs all the time. You're hurting yourself in the long run. You can't keep going for PRs the whole entire time. Life is about a marathon, not a sprint, and then it comes to like pacing yourself, right? To be able to stay consistent. The person that can work out for years and years and years and years and not get injured is far ahead of the person who's always getting injured because they're not training properly. They're not listening to their body. They're not telling themselves. They're not listening and saying that they need to rest. Now, you got the difference between the average person and you got the elite people who are trying to compete to be the best in the world. And some of those people don't make it either because their bodies just were not cut out for that. So you got to find out which type of person you are. If you're trying to do it for longevity, because those other people who are trying to compete to be the best in the world, sometimes they become the best in the world, and then probably 5 to 10 years later, they can barely walk, and they might die actually, because they pushed themselves to the limit, and they achieved what they were trying to achieve in life, but at what cost, right? Now they're older, not even that old, maybe 5 or 10 years older than they were. Maybe they were 25 or 35 when they accomplished what they wanted. By the time they're 45, they can barely walk. They need people to assist them, but they accomplished their life goal, something that they set out to accomplish, and they feel satisfied with that. Or you want to be that person who's 75 years old, 85 years old, and still can go running if they want to. play with their grandkids if they got grandkids, go for a hike, do some pull-ups, just jump up high, not get out of bed and feel like, oh my God, why did I do that to myself when I was younger? Was it worth it? Because I feel like that's what happens to a lot of folks once they get older. They kind of regret some of the shit that they did when it was coming up. They're like, man, maybe getting this prize wasn't worth all the time and effort and the injuries that I sustained and still sustain to this day. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna cut it off here. You guys can just watch me putting in that pain, putting in that work, pushing to the end. And I'm gonna see you guys for day 11. Keep grinding if you're out there putting in that work, making those consistent gains in fitness and in life, and pushing yourself to be better each and every day, not just in the burpees, but whatever other workout program you got going on. With your nutrition, specifically nutrition and sleep, hygiene, mental health, reading, school, work, whatever you got going on. Just pushing yourself to be better in each category. But thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys are staying consistent, getting those consistent gains in fitness and in life. See you guys for day 11. Peace. Yeah.